Welcome back to LTQ Wrestling Podcast. Hopefully, everybody's staying safe out there. Prayers for everyone in California who lost their homes or have been affected by the fires. Just prayers for everyone. Stay safe. There's been a lot of ice, a lot of snow as well. So there's a lot going on. Let's talk about some Smackdown. Paul Heyman kicks off the show. He talks about Roman Reigns, how he's the original tribal chief. He's the OTC. The crowd chants OTC. And he talks about what's next for Roman Reigns. Before he gets to that, he calls out the undisputed WWE champion, Cody Rhodes. He said, Roman Reigns wanted me to tell you this face to face. As a sign of respect, Roman Reigns respects you. I respect you. You've been a great champion for the company. You beat Roman Reigns, which no one else was able to do. You earned our respect. He said, but Roman Reigns wants his championship back. He's going to try to make that happen by entering the 2025 Royal Rumble and going after you. So they tease a Cody and Roman part 3. I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen this year, but who knows? Maybe that's the direction they go. But I do think that's something they probably have happen maybe a year or 2 down the line, maybe 3. But you never know. I mean, there's been rumors about Rock and Roman. Rock and Cody isn't happening anymore. Reigns and Punk. A lot of different scenarios. Cody gets ready to reply to what Heyman's saying, and Kevin Owens interrupts. And KO's talking about what he's usually been talking about, how he helped out the Bloodline, how the Bloodline's going after his championship again, and how him helping the Bloodline pretty much got him nowhere. Cody gets pissed off, runs into the crowd, starts brawling. And then, or not Jimmy, but Paul Heyman's in the ring, and Solo and Tama Tonga are behind him. And they get ready to attack him, and out comes Jimmy Uso. No Jay, no Roman, but Jimmy Uso. He tries taking him out. They end up taking control. He hits some super kicks at first, but Jacob Fatu took a chair shot. He no-sold it, and they beat down Jimmy. They put his head in the chair, and then Cody comes back out of the crowd, helps out Jimmy, and they're on the same page. They take out Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu, and that sets up the main event for later tonight. So a lot went on in this segment, a lot of cool stuff. SmackDown overall, as I get into some of this other stuff that happened on this show, it was an okay show. I just feel like they kind of put a bunch of people who aren't really featured all in like 1 hour. Because they had Pretty Deadly and Los Garza, which a lot of people don't care about either one of them teams. They had A-Town Down, who have really been booked very well against Motor City Machine Guns, who a lot of fans are still getting to know. And a lot of tag team matches on this show, by the way. I don't know if Teddy Long made a guest appearance backstage and said, you know what, player, we're having a tag team match tonight, or a bunch of tag team matches tonight. But man, there was a lot of tag team matches. We had Michin against Chelsea Green, the rematch for the Women's United States title. Chelsea Green retains. Not really too much to say about this match. It was okay. Not really anything special. Piper Niven attacks Michin after the match, and that's all we wrote for there. Pretty Deadly against Los Garza. Not really a bad match, a fun match. Los Garza gets the win. Los Garza's always been good workers, Humberto and Angel Garza. They just, I don't know, they're kind of just mid-card to jobber acts on the main roster. And, they are what they are. I think Pretty Deadly's a very entertaining tag team. They don't really do too much winning, but, I mean, that's their gimmick, just to be kind of that funny, comical team who competes once in a while and is in funny backstage segments. But this match was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't amazing, but it was a fun match. Made both teams look pretty solid throughout. We had LA Knight, against Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship. Good back and forth match. Nakamura hit the Kinshasa. LA Knight got his leg on the rope, and then LA Knight hits his finisher. And I thought he was actually going to win the title back. And Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga come out and interfere, and it's a DQ inning. And the reason they did this, because they were backstage, security was trying to get them out of the building, a bunch of the producers, and they wouldn't go. And LA Knight pushed them out the door and shut it and said, these guys were talking too loud. I don't like that. I got a title to go win back. And they interfere, DQ winning. So Nakamura is still the United States champion. And not really a bad booking decision. Curious where they go from here with LA Knight, whether he gets another match with Nakamura. Is he going to be interfering or getting involved with the bloodline, him and Solo maybe? I don't really know where they go from here, but we'll have to see. So we had A-Town Down against the Motor City Machine Guns, and both teams looked impressive throughout this match. I'm not going to sit here and act like it was a horrible match. It's just the crowd tonight too didn't really help. Not a very energetic crowd for the most part. Not that this was the best show by any means. I definitely wouldn't have paid a ticket to go to this show if I saw the match card. But both these teams look very impressive. A-Town Down, I just feel like it was time to break them up a long time ago. I've heard reports that they have no plans to do that. Austin Theory needs to turn babyface, and I really hope it's not another Otis situation where they wait too late and a lot of the momentum wears off, and it feels like they have with that. And it's not that they're a bad team. I think they fit well together. It's just it's kind of ran its course. And, maybe this new superstar transfer thing, maybe they go on different brands. I don't really know. But it's, to me, time to break them up, even though WWE doesn't really seem to agree with that. They want to keep this team together. Motor City Machine Guns get the win. Very impressive showing from both teams, especially Motor City Machine Guns. The crowds get a little bit into this match towards the end. Motor City Machine Guns pick up the W, and that's pretty much all they wrote in that match as well. So Tiffany Stratton has a segment. It's Tiffy time. She comes out there talking about how she finally captured her championship, cashing her money in the bank, took advantage of Nia Jax, and she's the new women's champion. Nia Jax interrupts, pretty much calls her ungrateful, talks about how she's the reason Tiffy's who she is, and she could kill Tiffy right now. She is pissed off, and she walks to the ring. She says, you have two choices. You're either going to give me back my championship or I'm going to take it back from you. And then Bayley comes out. She's pretty much talking about how she thought Tiffany was stupid, but she outsmarted Nia and got the championship. And if Nia made Tiffy, then she looks like an idiot too. But Bayley wants an opportunity. And then Naomi and Belair come out. Naomi says, I had you beat last week, Nia. You know it, all this stuff. And they pretty much get into a brawl. And Tiffany Stratton does her greatest moonsault, takes them all out, exits the ring. And Nick Aldis comes out and he says, you know what? Let's have a fatal four-way match. Naomi, Belair, Bayley, Nia Jax. Okay match. Surprisingly, Bayley gets the win here, which surprised me, but I really thought they maybe want to give it to Nia Jax. The only thing I hate sometimes is like Nia has a rematch clause, so why is she even in a number one contender? Like, this is something like all these companies do that I don't understand. Like, she has a rematch clause. It's like sometimes these companies, AEW, WWE, TNA, whoever, a wrestler have a rematch clause, but sometimes they act like they don't have one or they do have one. Like, Nia shouldn't even have to compete in this match. She has a rematch clause for her championship. Maybe that's just a minor gripe on my part, but that's just how I feel about it. Like, come on. I mean, she has a rematch, but it is what it is. Maybe they want to save Tiffany and Nia's match again for down the line. So we're getting Bayley and Tiffany. And, Candice LeRae was out there. She got involved. Bayley gets the win. Bayley against Tiffany. We'll see how that goes. I think that could be a fun match. They haven't really had horrible matches in the past, but we'll have to see. And in the main event, Cody Rhodes and Jimmy Uso against Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu in about 20 minutes. Back and forth, throughout. And Kevin Owens ends up coming out there again. Him and Cody get into a brawl. Uso hits the splash. Jimmy Uso thought he had the win. Jacob makes the save. And then that's pretty much he hits his finisher. They get the pin on Jimmy, 1, 2, 3. And Fatu and Tama Tonga get the win. So all in all, if you missed the Smackdown, I wouldn't really trip over it too much, to be honest. It wasn't really a must-watch show. Something just wasn't clicking with this show. Either it was the crowd, there wasn't a big amount of stars on this show. Not that always needs to be the case, but it's like there just wasn't a lot to really care about on this show, if I'm being honest. Like LA Knight Nakamura, obviously there was 2 title matches and everything, but you kind of already figured the outcomes. Maybe some thought LA Knight would win like me, but we all knew Chelsea Green was retaining. The main event, I mean, Cody teaming up with the Bloodline. Some like it, some don't. I get why some wouldn't really like it because it's like, okay, he went against the group, but he's also against the new bloodline of Solo, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tongaloa. So it is what it is. I'm just ready for the Rumble. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this content, though. Make sure to like and subscribe for more wrestling content. And comment your thoughts down below. Did you like anything from this week's SmackDown? What do you think about Roman Reigns entering the Royal Rumble? Let me know. Peace.